Today, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Excel forecasting function to forecast New Zealand home price index. So first of all, let's download the Reserve Bank of New Zealand's house price index data first. If you Google search Reserve Bank of New Zealand house price index, here's the homepage of the Reserve Bank of New Zealand providing housing information M10, and here is the data file for housing information, including house price index from 1990 to current. The data file provides 4 data series, and the second column will be the house price index HPI, and it is a quarterly from 1990 to the current. Usually during forecast, instead of estimating the level term, we would estimate the year-on-year change of New Zealand's house price index as shown here. Let me show you how to do that first. So input an equation equal sign, open bracket, and then subtract the house price index at time t minus the house price index 1 year ago, close bracket, and divided by the previous house price index 1 year ago. And it shows a decimal place converted into percentage term, and you can increase the number of decimal place as you like. Then it shows the year-on-year change of house price index. Copy and paste. And this is what I have done in this column, and I put a graph of New Zealand house price index year-on-year change with the moving average 12 period. And it shows a very strong cyclic growth trend. And that's the reason why we make use of Excel data forecasting function to forecast the future of house price index of New Zealand. So we add a column about the quarter number, and it is very easy. Simply put the numeric figure from 1 to, and then count sequentially. Then it generates this quarter numbered column, and in my case, there are 127 quarters of New Zealand house price index year-on-year change data. Then click data, and you will find a forecast sheet function here for updated Excel version. Unfortunately, so far, old version of Excel or MacBook Excel do not provide forecast sheet functions in Excel. Then immediately, clicking this forecast function, immediately it generates an automatic forecasting function. The first parameters for you to choose is how long the period you would like to forecast. Let's say we just would like to forecast up to 2040. So we simply use 160 quarters would be okay. And then here are options for you to choose when to start the confidence interval and whether the seasonality will be detected automatically. Now it's 42 quarter, or you would like to set manually. So in my case, say for example, if I choose 33 quarters, then it shows something like this, and click create. Then you will generate a new page, look like this forecasting sheet, which include not only the forecasting figures column, but also the 95% lower confidence bound and upper confidence bounds together with some statistical information. And so above the 128 are those actual figures, and below that would be the estimate, the forecast estimates, and lower and upper bound confidence figures up to the last period you set to forecast. But of course, you will find that indeed it is very sensitive to the seasonality period you choose. And also it's simply based on historical trend and cycle to estimate the future without any theoretical support. Then let me show you the mechanism behind the Excel forecasting function. How does it work? So here is a demonstration data file with period number from 1 to 114. Well, I incorporate the sine cyclical function as well as an increasing trend. And here you will find that it is a sine function. So using the degree from increment of 20 degrees in every period, then the sine function will show a cyclical function for every 19 period. It will complete a cycle. And then for the trend, the increment is 0.1 for every period. Then summing up the trend and the sine function as shown in this column F, and you will find it is an increasing but in a cyclical pattern as shown in this chart. Basically, it is combined by a sine cyclical function with an increasing trend, and summing them up will show this increasing cyclical function, which is very common in economics, such as house price with strong seasonality and also an increasing trend. So if now we try to use the Excel forecasting function to forecast this artificial function by including this 114 records, click data and forecast sheet, and it will automatically show a very clear pattern of the sine function together with the increasing trend. And of course, it will detect automatically the 19th period as the seasonality because we artificially incorporate an increment of 20 degrees per period. So it can detect it accurately. And if you click create, it will generate this forecasting function as shown here. So it will repeat not only the linear increasing trend, but also incorporate the sine function as the seasonality pattern into this forecasting series. So that's all for today's demonstration. Thank you.